Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be looking at the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It came in this box. This is a review unit, and now have been actually using this device for the last 3 days, and this video is going to be slightly different. Samsung is talking a lot about AI, and even on the box it says that AI and stuff, and I really wanted to test and see how this AI, some of the AI features really make an impact in daily usage. So I'll be concentrating on that. Yes, I'll also be talking about the initial experience, the hardware and all this thing, but really want to talk about what is this all AI about. And again guys, this is a review unit, that's why it came inside this box. Let's just open it up. I'd already opened the box, but to give you an idea, this is what it is. Of course you won't get this in the box, you will just get it like this. I'd already opened the box, so let me just open it again and show you. We have some accessories over here, nothing much, just some paperwork and your USB Type-C to Type-C cable that you get in the box. So here is the device itself. Let me just take this out. I'll keep the box to the side, and as you can see, let me just peel this off. I've already set up this device, been using it for the last 3 days. So here it is, and again unlocks very quickly. This is again that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. That's why even if it's like off like this, if you just press your finger, it'll unlock. And it's actually, I feel they've improved the sensitivity of this one quite a bit, and this is actually generally a lot more secure compared to the non-regular optical sensors. Coming to the body, this is one thing that you'll immediately notice is that now the screen is a lot flatter. The edges which were slightly curved in the S23 Ultra, this is completely flat. So some of you will like, again, the screen size is again that 6.8 inch screen. It's a big phone. Again guys, here are all the specs. If you want to know about the specs, here are all the specs. Again, it has everything that you expect, but it feels a lot more boxier with this design. And now this has a titanium, what do you say, border finish to it, and hence this actually I like it. This is not glossy or something, and this one is a lot more flatter. So again, it gives that very boxy design and industrial kind of a design. From the back it looks very familiar, but again the camera, what do you say, 10x camera has been changed to 5x optical. But again, if you see some of the pictures, again it again employs a few things, hence the quality is actually pretty good. Anyways, coming to the screen, as I've told you, the screen quality, as with most Samsung phones, is very good. You don't have to worry. This comes with the new One UI 6.1. Again, as you can see, I really wanted to test this phone, so I've installed a lot of apps on this one. And again, very fluid as expected. It's a LTPO screen from 1 Hz to 120 Hz. In fact, I feel this is a lot more power efficient screen because the battery life, I'll talk about it later, is even better than what I was getting with the S23 Ultra, which again already had a fabulous battery. Again, it comes with One UI and Android 14 out of the box. One thing that I really liked is that now with this S24 series, Samsung has promised next 7 years of Android upgrades, which is actually a big deal, I would say. So this is coming with Android 14. So this will get up to Android 21. So again, that's a big change, I would say. A very pleasant move. I was not expecting that. This is only after using the device I started appreciating. Samsung said that this is having that new Gorilla Armor glass. Again, I like the back also. If you notice, this is glass but does not attract those fingerprints and something. So it's a matte glass that I like. But the front glass, this new Gorilla Armor, Samsung says that this is actually 4 times more scratch resistant. But one small thing I noticed is that this screen actually reflects that reflections that you get from harsh lighting in generally a lot of phones. This avoids that. So I feel that is one small thing that is really a thing that you will notice. I was testing this device with some other devices side by side, and those were a lot more reflected. So this is something that you will notice immediately. And also I noticed this is actually a lot better even when you are using it in outdoor conditions because of the less reflection, and the screen has definitely become a lot brighter now. Earlier, if I recall, it was 17 or 1800 nits in peak brightness. Now it is 2600 nits, and that is definitely evident when you use the device in outdoor conditions. And general performance, guys, this is having the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy. No issues, no lag whatsoever that you will get. Now, the big deal about this smartphone is with the S24 series is now they have AI integration. So let's talk about that. For example, this is some web page that I'm browsing. find something. This is something interesting, but I don't know what it is. This is some shoe that I like. So what I can do is circle to search is a new option that they have. It's powered by Google, and if you just tap here, and now I can circle anything, and it should give us a lot more information. Okay, I know the price of all those, just the variants or whatever. So again, this is very, very useful. I would say anything, if you're just browsing or whatever, anything like this works for anything. You can just circle it and you will get a lot more information. So again, I feel this is a very useful feature, I would say, and this works anywhere. In fact, this can be also used in your gallery also. Let's see if it finds this. What is this flower? I also don't know. Okay, so okay, I got information. So this works anywhere, even on web pages and anything you can do. This is very useful and very quick way to get information, I would say. So one more thing that I like is that this is one of the first devices, again in smartphones, that has this AI integration that can work offline also, and also it's cloud enabled. So there is actually a setting. If I go here, if I go to advanced settings, I noticed it where advanced features. If you go to advanced intelligence, if you really want some of these AI features not to go to the cloud, you can process the data only on the device. So I like that, so that AI processing will only be done locally here. So that option is there. Again, if you travel a lot, AI translate works real time on this one. For example, let me give you an idea. Let me give you a crude idea. This is the live interpreter, and let's say I just know Hindi, and I don't know English, but this other person only knows English. Let's try to do a small conversation and see how it works in real time. So we start this interpreter, and I can ask it question. For example, I just know Hindi, let's say. So I'll ask in Hindi, or we can do other thing. Let's say I'll just speak in English and it will convert it to Hindi. Where does this road go to? Okay, I spoke in English.
यह रास्ता कहाँ जाता है?
As you can see, it did it in English. Now I'll just say, thanks for the information.
जानकारी के लिए धन्यवाद.
So as you can see, this works in real time. So this is very good. And again, apart from Hindi, we have quite a few languages. Also, you can actually go in the settings. As you can see, I can add languages. So these are the languages that are actually supported on this one. So this works actually really well, and this can be useful. For example, if you're traveling to some other country or something and you don't know the native language, you can easily have a conversation with this one, and this works actually pretty well. We can also use these AI translations for chats also. Let me give you an example using WhatsApp now. And if I press this button, we can get the chat translation option. And again, let me just type something in English, and the other person, let's say he just knows Hindi. Let's see if he does the translation. Where does this road go? And I'm just going to press enter, and as you can see, it instantly actually translated that in the Hindi language because we selected, and I can just press this, and now this message went in that Hindi. Down it actually shows me the real timestamp, and this can be very beneficial, I would say, useful feature. Again, if you're traveling to some other country, your travel agent or whatever might not be very comfortable, let's say in English, especially if you're going to European countries, and this way you can just select their language, whatever, that's Spanish or let's say French or whatever, and you can converse this. Again, if you're taking a lot of notes and stuff for research work and all those things, this can be useful. For example, you have to use the Samsung Notes app for this. I'm just going to invoke that. This is the Samsung Notes app. And again, I was just writing a small post about Geo Air Fiber or something, and if you notice, I just babbled around here. This is quite big. Again, if you notice, this 3 stars is the AI feature that we have. I'll just select the whole article, whatever post that I wrote, and let's say I want to have a summary of this. I can just hit summarize, and again it'll do the AI thing, and now it has quickly just summarized this one. Let's say I want to present this right now. It's in a very jumbled manner or whatever, so it's not nice to actually send this information to someone. Let's say I just want to quickly summarize this and send it to someone in a better format. So I can just click this auto format, and I'll say let it be in a header and a bullet format. And now, as you can see, that small post that I wrote looks a lot more professional. So again, this can be very, very useful. And again, you can also translate and all those things here. So again, this is again a very good tool, I would say, for people. Again, you can correct the spellings, you can translate to another language and all that. So again, this Samsung Notes with this AI feature is again a very useful feature for people who are working on ideas, jotting just down notes and something. It can help you in summarizing. And also one more thing I notice is this, that's the reason I'm actually started using the Samsung internet browser quite a bit, is that let's say, I don't know whatever this article is there, whatever. So let's say I don't have time to read this whole article. I just want to get a salient points. What is this about? I can just hit summarize. And as you can see, it's going to summarize. It takes about 10 seconds. And now gives us an idea about this article. You can just read this article. Okay, if it is more useful, then you can also go to detailed option. So this is something that I like. This is AI feature that is there on the Samsung browser. So you can just click on anything. It might be a very big article or something, and you just want to get a snapshot of the summary, you can use it. So that's again one more good AI feature that is being implemented on the Samsung browser. Next thing is some of the camera features I noticed where again AI is actually making a difference. Let me actually show you. For example, if you recall, now the zoom camera has been changed on this one. The earlier S23 Ultra actually had a 10x optical zoom, but here they replaced it with the 5x optical zoom. But again, this is having a higher 50 megapixel camera, and here I think so again it's employing the AI enhancement. Let me actually show you with a real world example. Okay, if you notice, this is a tower that I have from my house. This is in the default 1x mode. Good. Here this is the 3x mode. Let me just zoom in so that you get an idea. And again, the screen is very bright, man. I'll just lower the screen brightness. This was that 3x zoom. This is that 5x zoom. But actually, as you can see, I have zoomed in so much to this one. And I think so it's definitely employing AI to get this image like this. So that zooming, just imagine this, how clear this is. Let me give you an idea how it is in the 1x. If I zoom it also, it's a slow blurry over here. But here with that AI zoom and all those things, how sharp I could get that image. So this is again in the background, when you're zooming in too much, it's employing that AI stuff for that. One more thing that I liked is that we also have this AI in the, after taking the photographs, you can actually do a lot of things with the photograph. For example, if you notice, I just took this photograph with the selfie camera, and it's actually pretty good. But if I press on this I button, you do get quite a few things. For example, this image is very, very good, but there are a lot of reflections. So let's see, let's hit this erase reflections. And as you can see, the reflections here actually have been removed. As you can see, let me just show you again. If I just open this image like this, I go to I, we go to we could remove that reflections over here that we have. Okay, one more thing. Let's see, I don't know if it can do this. Here again, this t-shirt is also having some shadows. Let's see if it can remove it. I don't know, because it is showing that erase shadows option is there. So if I click on it, let's see if it can remove this. Is complex. And as you can see, it actually removed the shadows from the, this was the original. As you see from my face also. In fact, if you notice closely on the face also, here, oops, I went to another mode, sorry. But again, this is impressive. This is actually impressive. Erase shadows, let's do again. Even from my face, actually it removed it, as you can see. I can now save it as a copy. So this is the AI enhanced image, and this is the original image. And it has actually done way better than what I have imagined. So again, this is something that you can do. Another thing that it can easily do is, for example, this is again a picture that I took in the normal mode. But again, I noticed that if we go over here, we can also add background blur to this one easily. And now, as you can see, it has added the background blur. You can in fact increase the background blur, lower it, whatever you want to do. Another small thing that you can do is that, and this happens a lot when you're taking photographs and stuff. For example, this photograph that I took was slightly curved, and you can actually fix this photograph very easily. You have to just go to the edit, and again we have this AI feature, and if I click on it, if you notice, I will now try to straighten this picture. Okay, this is how it looks. But if you notice, when I'm straightening the image, this part of the information is simply not there in that picture. So with this AI, it has to actually fill in. So let's see if it can actually do that. This is again, this was fixed with the AI, and as you can see, it also adds this watermark, this 3-letter watermark. Once this is the AI generated image. This was actually the original one. So again, with AI, it can actually fix up quite a few things. So again, this can be actually useful if you have taken a particular photograph, but after that you have left that location, you want to just adjust it a little bit, or add a background image, or let's say some unnecessarily shadows and stuff. In those aspects, this AI is actually doing quite a bit of a job. And again, object removal, we have seen it earlier also, that is also possible. Instant slow motion is also one more new AI feature which can be very useful. For example, this one, my wife was just roaming around, and here again, this is not in slow motion, this was just shot in the regular mode, and if you notice that AI slow motion, and this can be a game changer. You have just shot something, but let's say you want afterwards, you decide, okay, what if this was in slow motion, how would it have looked? You can easily do it with this one. So these are some of the things that actually are very, very useful, I would say. Apart from that, Samsung claims that this has one of the largest vapor chamber on this one, so it's actually very good for gaming. You guys know I'm not a very hardcore gamer or something, but I did play Call of Duty on this one, and it played flawlessly. You can check some other channels for detailed gaming review. And in regular day-to-day usage also, I did not notice any overheating or anything like that. Coming to the battery, again, as I've told you, the battery life that I'm getting on this one is again very, very good. Easily for most of you guys, I would say it will last about 1.5 to about 2 days. It's that good. And in terms of screen on time, I would say, again, this is just the first 3 days of usage, guys, so I'm still testing it. I would easily say anywhere from about 7.5 to about 9 hours of SOT you can actually get on this device, which is actually very, very good. In fact, it's not only the processor. Yes, the processor, it's the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but I think so that's also due to this screen that is on this one. This is supposed to be a far more power efficient screen that Samsung has put on this one. Again, I don't want to get into in-depth regarding the camera because this video is getting very, very long, but here are some very quick camera samples that I have taken with this device. I will be testing the camera a lot more. If you guys really want, I might actually post a dedicated video regarding the camera later on. But these are some of the camera samples that I have taken with this device. One new feature that I've noticed in video recording is that, of course, yes, it supports 4K, but even 8K. But now in 8K, what I've noticed is that if you notice, we also have this 5x zoom, which is actually the new 5x lossless zoom. So you can even use this 5x lossless zoom in 8K video. Okay, coming to some of the other features, and again, this is consistent with the Samsung's flagship. This comes with the new, One UI 6.1, as I've told you. And again, this has that NOx protection. So again, if you're a business-centric user or something like that, and also that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, as I've told you, is a lot more secure. So you have that. But again, this again continues to have one more thing that I appreciate. I was using the Fold earlier, and when I was in US and I went travel, I use this feature a lot. That is called actually the Samsung wallet. So for example, I have that even on this one. As you can see, now my credit cards are over here, and I can just, with the fingerprint, now I can just tap it to a machine and do the transaction, and this works very well. So these are some of the features that we generally find on Samsung flagship, so we are having that, and I really appreciate this Samsung wallet. I personally use it quite a bit. I have all my credit cards over here, so physically you don't have to actually take it out. Apart from this, in terms of the advanced features that are supported for business-centric users, it has full support for Samsung text. So if you're that kind of a user, that is fully supported on this device. device. Moving to some of the offers as of now, because as of now, this is the pre-order period, Samsung is giving some extra discounts and offers, guys. As I've told you, this comes in three storage variants: 256 gigabytes, 512, and 1 terabyte also. As of now, if you are booking this in the pre-booking offer, I don't know the exact last date, I'll add it in the description till when it's applicable. You get a free upgrade from that 256 gigabytes of storage to the 512 gigabytes. Generally, there's a price cap of about 10,000 rupees. So if you're getting that 10,000 rupees off as of now, so a free upgrade, you could say, to the 512 gigabyte variant. And I feel now this really makes sense going for the higher storage variant, because Samsung is now promising next 7 years of Android upgrades. So you can actually use this device a lot more. And now if you are getting that higher storage variant, 512 gigabytes, that really makes a difference, I would say. So that's actually a good thing. Apart from that, guys, there are quite a bit of offers, as you can see from this screenshot I took from the Samsung website. Again, I'll leave the link in the description, because going in depth regarding the offers can be a little bit long. You have that exchange offers, you get extra 12,000 off if you're doing that. Also, if you're using cards like HDFC, etc., 5,000 rupees off. So what I'll do is I'll leave the link of Samsung India website in the description so that you can check it out. Overall, I would say if you're looking for a flagship Android smartphone, and you have this sort of a budget, you can certainly go with this one. And I feel the AI features that it has, many of them are actually useful and can actually save your time. So overall, I would say a very good device, I would say. And if you are looking for a flagship Android smartphone, you can certainly have a look at this one. Again, guys, I will be posting my in-depth review for this device after 1 or 2 weeks. So again, stay tuned for that. But if you have any specific questions regarding this Galaxy S24 Ultra, do let me know in the comment section below. And what do you feel about this new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra? Would love to hear your comments. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.